Hey, welcome to the Daily Brief for April 25th, 2019. So, the haircut. I got mentioned, someone mentioned to me that it makes me look more intimidating, which, like, apparently I don't even need help doing. I've always apparently been pretty intimidating looking. No one who knows me or is friends with me is generally intimidated by me. But, a lot of people have told me I'm very intimidating looking, and, like, they're very intimidated by me because I'm big and mean looking apparently, and without the beard, with the beard doesn't matter, with tattoos, without tattoos, like if you can't even tell I have tattoos, I've still gotten people, I got a bunch of tattoos, but you know, it's beside the point. Like people who've never known I had tattoos still told me I was intimidating. And it's funny because he said, "Yeah, the haircut makes you look more intimidating," and I joked about the fact that, well, you know, my daughters are going to start dating soon, or in some case have. So it helps. So saying that, being intimidating occasionally comes in useful. It does. I used to talk about how when I used to work downtown when I was a teenager or in early 20s, and I used to have longer kind of hair, and I used to flip it. I'd be walking downtown and people would be handing out flyers, and like they'd shove the flyer at you. And I used to wear a black trench coat, and I was like, you know, used to wear all black clothing. And they used to see me, and I used to flip my hair down in front of my face so it hung down like this. And they would literally be like, flyer, flyer, and see me and pull the flyer back and wait until I'd walk by. And then start flyer, flyer. And I had no intention of ever hurting those people, but it was nice that they didn't try and give me flyers. This did not help in certain places where they just didn't care about that, but like, I went to Mexico and tried to look intimidating because people kept on out trying to sell me things, and they did not care, man. They were trying to sell me things regardless. But saying all that, let's talk about rules for dating my daughters. So I have 5 rules for dating my daughters, and the intimidating thing is helpful. But yeah, my daughters are about to be 17 and 15, and so we came up with some rules that they agreed to. They've been broken already, but that's beside the point. That's been addressed, trust me. So let me just go over the rules for you. And if anyone watching, younger people that I know, some guys that might want to date my daughters, here you get a heads up. Some of you already know. Some of you are probably pondering. Just roll with it. Okay, here we go. Number 1 rule: if someone wants to date my daughters, they got to come talk to me. That's the first thing. They got to talk to me and let their intentions be known. What they'd like to date my daughters. That is not a guarantee. I'm not about to set you up. You still have to ask them out, but you have to tell me. Once they've agreed, regardless, I'll tell you the rest of the rules. Like, they'll get to know the rest of the rules regardless, but if they agree, then they get to go on a date. Number 2 rule is I need to know where they're at with Jesus, because Jesus is an important part of my life, my daughter's lives. And so I want to know where that person is personally at with Jesus. If they're an atheist, I'm not saying they won't be allowed to date my daughters. I'm just saying I'd like to know where the person who's going to be taking my daughter out is at with Jesus. My prerogative. Number 3 is I need a full itinerary of the dates you'll be going on. So if you're going on a date, I need to know what time the date starts, if you're picking her up or if you're being dropped off, what's been going on, where you're going for dinner, if you're going to see a movie, what kind of appetizers you ate. I need to know everything. And if you're like, oh, we're going to change movies and go to this, I need to know that too. And if you're not down with that, then you're not allowed to date my daughters. Number 4, my daughters, if they give you permission, you may hold their hands. You may hug my daughters. You may kiss my daughters if they give you permission. If you touch my daughters anywhere other than those places I have just mentioned, so you can kiss their lips with your lips, but I don't even like thinking about that, but beside the point. If you touch them anywhere you shouldn't be touching them, I will touch you there or them there, only much harder. I'm pretty sure law enforcement will back me up on this one. Lastly, if they were to date my daughters for several times, like 3 or 4 times, now you're their boyfriend. Guess what? That means you'll be expected to show up to things, such as church, family dinners, movie nights. If you're part of her life, that means sooner or later you're going to be part of our life. And if you don't want to hang out with me, because I'm super cool to hang out with, then you, tough luck, you don't get her. listen, she'll be grown one day and off, and you won't have to worry about that. But right now, you want to date my daughter, you got to hang out with me eventually. So if you don't want to hang out with me, you probably don't want to date my daughter. A boy ran away, but that's beside the point. So those are my rules. That's the vlogs for today. Those are the rules for dating my daughters. I don't want to stand in the way of my daughter's happiness. I'd like them to find good Christian boys. World obviously always has other things, and guys have other opinions, and I know guys. So yeah, that's the hope. So thanks for watching. I'm sure my daughters are thrilled about this video, but that's the thing. So God bless, and you guys know who you are if you want to come talk to me.